who saw or plans to see the new Top Gun movie. Abby and I would love to, and we're celebrating the release of the new movie with this awesome Eachine F-18. With very little work and a little bit of glue, this thing pieces together in about 20 minutes. And our amazing subscribers might remember Eachine's first attempt at this. Which wasn't so great, but this is now completely redone. They've learned from their mistakes, and we're hoping for an amazing 3S EDF. Today's flight is going to be a maiden of this jet, and if you know what you're doing, you can pick up the kit for under $100, about $75. This is about $110 on sale right now, probably to celebrate the release of that new movie. Plug and play through the US warehouse linked in the description box below. Let's fly.
Everybody wish Nate luck. Here it goes.
Ooh, I'm nervous.
Hand launch over grass. You're up.
Nice, Abby. Nice, nice, nice. It's gonna take a little bit of trimming, but we got it in the air. That is so much better than the last time we flew. What was it, the F-16?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. It actually doesn't take much trimming at all. It's feeling pretty good. It is gonna need a touch, but I got everything, all the surface, the control surfaces, excuse me, I got those all leveled with just looking at it. So I can tell it's gonna need a touch, but there's no flight stabilization on this, at least with the receiver that I'm using. And so it's really just total manual controls, which means we can just go right for a roll. Dun, 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 dun. Nice, that was really good. I wasn't sure how it would react, so I flew a little bit high. Let's go over the runway and roll it. Oh, I can't wait to watch that movie, Abby. Top Gun, roll. Ka-chow, into a loop. Nice. Cool. So Eachine made this F-16, and we tried to fly it, maiden flight, and you guys saw it was just a horrible launch process. Now, it wasn't my fault. Those wires got cut. And if you want to learn more about that, go watch that video. We really get into detail. There was a guy that watches our channel that was just begging for a redo, begging and begging and begging. So I did it. I actually rebuilt that jet from the ground up and replaced servos that were stripped and everything. And then when I went to plug it in, one of the new servos that I put in was dead on arrival. I got so discouraged, I ended up selling that plane to a friend. But I knew I had this one on the way, and a little bit of hesitation to put this one in the air because I wondered if it would have the same problem, but they fixed it. So what the issue was, in the fuselage, the wires were dangling in front of the motor so they could get sucked into the air intake and get chopped up in that motor prop. And they've completely fixed it with just a little bit of tape in there, actually a lot of tape. It looks great. So we don't have to worry about that issue, and we have ourselves an amazing F-18 Hornet. Look at this, here we go. That was a full throttle pass. Let's go up. And kind of a little bit of a snap here, sort of. When you don't have rudder authority, that's about the best snap you can do. So this jet is just a bank and yank jet with throttle, aileron, and elevator control. Those two vertical stabilizers in the back are there just for looks, but also functioning to help keep it straight. And I haven't even touched trim at all yet on this. Let's see. It's rolling to the left a little bit. The wind is affecting me some, but not too bad. And guys, if this is the first time you've watched any jet video or any plane video and you're thinking, man, I want to get into this, that looks awesome, don't make this be your very first one. Now, it'd be a good looker on your shelf, but if you want to learn to fly, let us know in the comments and we'll make a recommendation for you based on your budget. They even make jets that are ready to fly and completely beginner friendly with stabilization and a lot of things that help beginners not crash. Here's full throttle. Then we're gonna climb it straight up. We'll roll it over and then pull it back around with a half loop. Oh, that was zero throttle. This thing likes throttle, guys. You don't really want to go dead stick on this. Dead stick just means zero throttle. Let's see, there's hands free. That was actually pretty good. I did hands free for a couple seconds.
You're almost at 4 minutes.
Okay, we'll probably land this here in just about 30 seconds or so, you guys. We don't want to push the battery too far, but what a maiden flight. This is awesome. one more full throttle pass right over the runway. Maybe we'll do an inverted pass and then we'll bring it in for a landing. Full throttle. So inverted. Okay, let's go back over. I didn't like how that felt. Let's do one more inverted attempt out here, a little bit higher. It'll fly inverted. It's just a little more sensitive. I'm upside down, I'm flipping it back over. We're gonna get ready for a landing. Abby, I'm gonna have to go right to left, kind of at an angle, and then land. Whoa.
Why'd you get so close?
I don't know. We're gonna land it back to our left. It's gonna be kind of a fast grass landing. This thing likes the speed, but here we go.
Don't hit the lights.
No, we're gonna go to our left, okay?
There's still lights over there.
No, I know.
I told you.
That was actually pretty good.
You were so close.
That was really close to that light.
Did you forget those were there?
Still solid, Abby. No problems here. Guys, when I got this, the nose cone has to be glued on. These two vertical stabilizers, the two rear horizontal stabilizers, and the two wings need to all be glued on. I used hot glue. Everyone's gonna recommend some foam safe CA glue. I'm not recommending that you use hot glue, but if you wanna live on the wild side and do what I do, we'll have the hot glue that I use linked in the description box below. It does work, but I'm not telling you to do it, but I am telling you that it works. I've flown for 10 years now, and I use good hot glue. It does make the difference. And I've used bad hot glue before on planes, and it does drastically affect how the plane is held together. So don't use cheap, bad hot glue. This was amazing. Here you go, for those of you that want to see the CG, it's actually just right up here, very close to the end of that. That's an 1800 milliamp battery, but I fit a 20...
That's back from our drone days. Wow.
Yes. That's an old battery. And I also fit, just to practice and to get it bound up, to see if it would fit. A 2200 milliamp battery fits in there pretty well, but we'll have all that linked in the description box below. As I said, no flight stabilization. There's your elevator authority, which is nice, and your aileron authority. It looks good. I mean, I like this look more than the F-16, I think. I
like it.
Yeah, this looks great. Abby, this would be fun for you to try flying. The downside is that hand launch was fairly difficult. I had to chuck it pretty hard and go full throttle, but once it got the air speed up, it flew really well, and then finding a good spot to land it. I'm used to landing on asphalt now, just to be honest, and so that grass landing was challenging, but fun. This was really good. On this maiden flight, kind of sketchy, not knowing what the future was going to hold. I have to say I would not have even attempted this without having AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics. Guys, it's an insurance program for those of us that fly RCs. And if you're just getting into this because you watched that Top Gun movie and you thought you'd check this jet out, you can fly whatever you want with or without insurance, but I highly recommend you fly with insurance. If you'd fly this through something like that, you're gonna wanna have insurance. So they'll be linked in the description box below, but also you sign up for an amazing magazine subscription and more. I want to thank God for today, this awesome maiden flight, but more specifically, just for waking up today and getting to enjoy this day with every one of you guys watching. So a massive thanks to the big guy upstairs. And also a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your support. Abby and I and the kiddo are gonna go enjoy some nice summer weather now that I got my flights in for the day. Hope you guys are gearing up to enjoy your summer that's coming as well. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.